Okay.
Well, he just drank quite a significant, and I'll grab the bottle out of his hand.
You can smell the alcohol even when you hold it in your hand. It's
Yeah,
that strong.
I'm like holding it out like this because I'm.
Now, would I be able to smell the alcohol?
No, not
the
from that
elixir.
distance.
And I'm
but
like,
it's.
but you can see he drank half of the bottle.
Yeah.
What's the elixir got to do with this?
It's
Yeah, he
I have
go
no
ahead,
idea.
go ahead. Shh, don't say what you're saying. Don't.
What do you mean
medicate.
the elixir's alcohol based? And I'm gonna look at him like, what?
Essentially, it's
This
100
town cursed by demons.
Essentially, the elixir is 180 proof alcohol.
That's
All right,
what
I'm
we
gonna
do.
start drinking because
Okay.
the priest told me I
It's
can
got a
see
minty
these things
taste. Nice, but it.
when I'm drunk, and so yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure
it
I'm like.
burns all the way down. Is your character a teetotaler? Does it say if she drinks or not? I know yours.
Teetotaler, yeah.
Yours a teetotaler. Yeah, it is awful. This
But
is the
I'm
most
also a
disgusting- but it's
chick, so I'm
minty.
probably like.
She takes a sip and.
So you're starting to drink, and it's not going to be very long before it's
I'm
going
feeling
to
it,
kick
'cause
in.
I haven't
'Cause you haven't had
eaten anything
breakfast either. About the time it's been several more minutes when you guys hear a knock at the door, polite knock. Tap, tap, tap.
Oh, dude, we're all drunk.
You're getting there. You're definitely there.
These things kind of look like grown-ups.
So I'm gonna.
Since I'm
gonna go to the
probably
door.
still in the doorway, actually.
Who's there?
Are you drinking?
That's Henry Murphy.
I'm going to attempt to reach.
Thomas says the preacher wants to see me.
Thomas. And
Yeah, you
I'll
would've gotten
call
it.
Thomas over to the door, and then I'll like open it because obviously they know each other better than I.
Okay. You open the door. Thomas is there.
Took you long enough,
Simmons is
Murphy.
there.
Didn't say anybody was in trouble.
You can smell
And then
alcohol.
I'm like,
You smell a lot of
Yeah.
alcohol in the room.
And he doesn't drink at all, does he?
No,
There's two busted. There's a busted. There's a lot of alcohol.
There's a sword in the
Oh,
door.
I'm sure.
No,
No,
he
I
got
know.
Oh, you got that?
Keep going. Okay, calm.
So
Let's stay in character.
you wanted me to interrupt my breakfast for the foul drink? Is that what they wanted me down here for?
She takes a drink out of
I
one
mean,
of his
I
elixir
smell the
bottles
alcohol.
right now. Just,
No,
yeah.
I hear him say that, and I'm gonna like put the bottle down and be like,
I walk-
no.
I walk over there to where one of those
No,
goblins
I have
were,
some
or
chores
I-
that need to be done. Let's grab this.
There's
grab one
more
of the
going
dead
on
goblins.
here
I
than
have one
what
of
you
the
can
dead
see.
goblins in my hand. I lift up something and I pour alcohol all over it.
Okay.
Sure.
This,
More
let's
than rye.
see
He's
it.
pouring rye. This, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, this thing appears as if by magic in his hand.
Well-
It looks like a little dead, awful, horrible, make a sanity check thing.
Would I have to too?
Yes, you haven't seen these before, and you already.
I made it. Oh no, 100. I failed it.
So it's a 1d2 sanity loss. You make yours 0 for you.
Am I drunk
So
yet?
one is a one.
1 is a 1, correct. It's disturbing. And it appeared out of thin air. Literally, this isn't like those carnival magician tricks. Out of thin air.
Can you see like the markings on it, like he had on his hand?
Oh, I know I have a black on my hand.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
he would
saying,
see it
like,
on the
is it
father's hand
similar?
too, if the
Can
father's
he-
holding
You can
it.
see that, yeah, you can see that the father's got this black stuff that appears the same way that yours did. And I think you did it. Did you do it to yourself in front of him and show him yours or not? Before? Earlier
At the
on.
barn.
Yeah, at the barn.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did. So yeah, but there's more now. And one thing that you have noticed is that these things seem to be like rotting away at a natural speed. It's still mostly there, but like the fingertips, one of the fingertips is, while you were watching, the thing is on the ground, and a fingertip kind of like dropped off. They just seem to be disintegrating or rotting at a very, very fast speed. So you see this thing.
Well, Thomas, we gotta return. This is probably their gold money. We better go return it.
They don't want the gold. They
What do they want?
want the boy.
They want my son.
Well, make sure they went.
Yeah, how do you know they don't want the gold back?
Talk to me.
How long ago did they talk? Recently?
Also, what
Is
I
there
Really
that,
waiting
is there
for
that doubt in your voice?
intoxicated?
Yeah, like father.
Okay, that's
father,
fine. Keep going.
Father,
Last
you-
night,
Andy, would I recognize this as potentially the thing that bit me?
in a message,
Yes, definitely.
scratch.
So yeah, I'm gonna see that movie like that bit me.
Well, Father, when you sober up, we will have a discussion.
No time. Let's get to the Dudley house. You can join me if you
Dudley
want.
house. What's at the Dudley house?
That's where it originated.
Out of character. Was I anywhere when they said they like shiny things? When that guy, the drunk guy was saying shiny things? Their particular
They like their
No,
shiny
you
things
actually haven't
now.
talked to anywhere. You weren't because you guys went straight
Yeah,
to the
you
he said that-
Jones
he
house.
said that
So
to
out
me.
of the loop.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
he said
just,
that to us.
I couldn't remember if I.
Right. Nope.
Okay, so I was like,
We never talked.
oh,
I talked.
so you sure they don't want their money? Okay, well, we're gonna put it back to us, not ours. So give me the satchel, Thomas. I'll carry it.
You guys will hand him the satchel. It's not relevant anymore.
Well,
You don't want to help us protect a young boy.
Oh, I didn't say I would.
she's slurring her speech a little too.
I didn't say I would, but I will discuss it with you guys more less foul of the evil devil water.
We're only intoxicated because that's how you can see them without pouring the alcohol on them. I'm gonna be like, whatever. Then I don't say whatever.
Because
That
whatever
would
was,
be appropriate.
was found.
I'm just gonna look at him and be
turns away
like,
from you. Is pretty
yeah.
much what
I
happens.
just turn from him and I'm just like, ugh. So then,
The devil
because-
water.
Because I'm
What
intoxicated,
makes you
I'm
see
gonna
the
go in.
devils?
I want to see. Can I see markings on him?
Oh,
No, there's no mark.
There's nothing. Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the other ones that has faded away. That, well, I wouldn't know anyway. No, 'cause I can
You're
see.
gonna take one.
There's two of them. There's one that has just its head chopped. and
Look at
there's
the
other one that's all.
and I take out some holy water. And can you see this?
He's, yeah,
Pour some on it.
pouring holy water on it. You pour a little holy water on it. The freaking skin like fizzles. It's like you just dumped acid on this thing. It's like you hear it hissing. You still don't see anything.
Okay. That's
Remember,
fine,
holy
you know.
water doesn't. You haven't. But it is like it burns directly through alien. You know the alien's blood?
Yeah.
It burns right through this thing's flesh and hits the floor underneath it.
is he doing this
I mean, you
movie
see
we'll
a
see?
freaking hole through it where you put
I
like 2 drops of
go
holy water.
to the well, fill up the rest of my other bottles. I need how many empty bottles? Or
You didn't see anything
I
either.
would,
unless you
I
would
wouldn't
start
have had
drinking.
any empty
Yeah,
bottles
I'm gonna go to you and say.
So
Really?
I just
I
see
would've
four holy
I would've
water
actually
down his
sold
Yeah,
hand.
he just
I'm like,
no, it wasn't in his hand. I assumed he put it back on
yeah.
the ground. No, and he,
Okay, so
he
he
said, "You
just
see this?"
poured holy water.
And he said no, and then he just does a little drop of holy water, and there was this weird. It was very strange looking because the water seemed to go down, almost touch the ground, and then it was like the water kind of
Boiling
fizzled.
there?
Yes, exactly. And then dropped on through and splashed onto the ground. It was bizarre looking.
I'm gonna walk over to her. I'm gonna grab that thing because now
What
that I
thing?
know, I grabbed the bottle of elixir.
You
Because
got 20 more in
Dude,
your-
yeah,
But that was open. I'm not gonna about ready to get.
Okay,
He can
there's-
sell the other
There's only
one.
about this much
Yeah,
left.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
You
more
drank
than
about a quarter. He drank about half.
that's more than enough because I'm not gonna get rid of the rest of that.
That's fine. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna be like,
Do you let him have it, or you want some more?
no, I just take, I
It's
just
starting
take
to
it
taste
from,
good.
Yeah, but if I can already see him, I'm still.
I just
Okay.
take it from
You
her
grab
and
it.
I'm like,
What are you doing?
are you arguing with the father? And I just dump the rest of it on top of what he just did.
Okay, so
Where
you
the
pour
holy
in that
water.
same area, and now you guys cannot see this thing is on the ground and there's a hole in it.
I'm not doubting
Yeah,
it.
you see all.
I'm not doubting
It's, not, it's
anybody.
blurry. It's not
Karma
as
has to
distinct.
prevail.
They never have been real distinct, but you
Now-
get enough of the impression to know what's going on.
So, towns back then like that, do they have each house have their own water well, or is it
Yep,
like?
in the backyard.
It says it on there, we have 20 minutes. Yeah, there'll be a well behind the house.
Oh yeah, it does.
Wait, how do you make
I'm gonna go and bless the well
Yeah, that's
water.
been blessed by a priest, and he can make some makeshift holy water if he wants
Yep.
to.
I was gonna bless the well.
Well, we have a
Too bad
bucket
there
of it
wasn't
in the
so many
kitchen
down
that I
there.
You
carried
probably
in.
wouldn't be able to bless
Drank
the
a
whole
lot,
well.
like
If you
the
bring up a
promise.
bucket of the stuff, you could bless a bucket.
Okay.
We have a bucket in the kitchen from when I yelled at the kids to get out
Oh,
of
there's
the
a
bucket.
bucket of water right
Well,
next to the
we know
to
there's
the
the-
Okay.
to the
we don't know
fireplace.
I want to bless
It's
that.
full.
Get any
Okay,
empty
he's
bottles we
spraying over
can
it.
get and start.
I
filling
snatched
up
a
that.
bottle out of his hand that's empty.
Yeah, because it's now empty.
Oh, that's right, you dumped it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're filling that with the holy water.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes.
I take one of the coins on the thing, right? Is it still
Okay.
wet?
No, they feel dry. You guys see the coin that he's got is covered with like crusted blood. It feels dirty,
Okay.
but it looks fine. But the coins that you
The
guys found
crusted blood of the
originally.
things,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks like it's got crusted
So
blood.
it's like
It just feels dirty.
It's not still wet.
It's not wet. No.
Okay, that's all I want to check.
Okay, you drop it back in.
Yeah.
Okay. He does that. He takes
So-
the coin out, looks at it, and then he just pops it back.
I'm gonna say to you guys, like, we would appreciate your help.
Yes.
Please join us.
Wish you had.
In order to see these things, you need to drink. And then I just get back to work filling bottles with
Okay, you
water.
guys fill some bottles with water from the bucket that he blessed. There's a rattling at the door, and it kind of opens by itself. Nobody bolted back shut after the last people showed up, and Drunkies and the child, and Caleb screams, "No!" And there's like half a dozen of those things standing on the stoop outside, and they're just kind of they're kind of peering in. Okay, let's redo this. The door opens, there's nobody there, and then you see a couple heads pop out, and then more, and then more, and then more, and there's even some that stick down from the top of
They have
the
the suckers
doorway.
on their hands.
Yeah. So the whole doorway, there's just all of these awful, horrible heads looking at you.
Okay, so I hear
And then you see more of them back behind those, running past the door, maybe down in the road. You see another half a dozen like run past your line of sight.
Because we killed
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
would I be able to slam the door shut? Because I'm still.
Yeah, you
close
look
to the
outside.
door.
there's-
I
Do you
hear the
see
door
them? Do you see
open.
them?
There's
Yeah.
nobody
No,
there.
but I
you,
No,
you-
but he hears Caleb
on
go,
its own.
Yeah,
and we're all like,
Screaming.
and you're looking out the door, and there's nothing out there.
Like I don't
And
see
you're looking out the door, and
anything.
there's nothing out
But
there.
the door
You're gonna
opens
go
on
over
its
and-
own.
you're
They
gonna go
start
over and
screaming,
close the
so I'm
door.
just gonna slam the door and bolt
Okay,
it.
slam the door. Bam! Something falls. I say,
he says he bolts it.
Yeah,
and then you throw the bolt. Okay. What are you guys doing? The bottles are all filled. You've got well, where are you getting more bottles? You got one empty elixir bottle,
Like I wouldn't,
and you got your one holy water bottle.
like I wouldn't smell the other ones and see the ones that my sister had on the shelf.
Oh yeah, you could grab some of her elixir
Yeah,
bottles and just dump
it
Is
them.
there a
If it's
window?
not full
Is there a
out.
window here?
There are windows in this house, yes,
Is it like-
and there's glass in the windows.
But is there a way I can open it?
Yes, and you can
Okay.
push them up. It's going to
I'm
be
gonna
a
kinda,
struggle.
I'm gonna casually walk over to the window with the sack, open the window, and I'm just gonna drop the money out and say, "Here's your money back."
Okay, he does that.
Close
Here's
the
your money
window.
back.
They
And,
don't
and
do
then he
that.
closes the window
Just
again.
nonchalantly.
Boom. You're still not seeing anything out there.
I'm gonna go to him for one of the elixirs and be like, "Give me an elixir."
Well, there's a price. Yeah, what, if you see
Oh, I was like, I will jack you.
I have to. I have to sell.
You know.
Really? I'll make sure you're reimbursed.
All right.
Okay, he hands you one of the bottles. You see Simmons pops open the bottle. And you know Simmons has drank. He's a drinker. And he starts to work this bottle pretty hard.
When you see him, point him out, and I'll take care of him.
Or open the door and just shoot
Make
right
me a
out the
spot.
door.
I'm gonna get Ann and Caleb and
Oh, yeah.
the other boy in this room.
That's you look back out the window. That sack is like something's dragging it away.
And I'm like, they're pulling their money away.
You're gonna say that. Okay, you're getting them into the other room.
Not what they want.
You open the door to the other room and you start to usher them in. The back door's wide open.
I
Oh
closed it
shit!
and latched
This.
it.
Oh my god! I need a sanity check.
No, I thought we closed it and latched it when we came in after we yelled at the kids.
Did you bolt the back door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
they
never mind.
bolted
And
the
I
back
went
door.
Oh,
and
never mind.
bolted the front
Yeah, you're
door,
right.
but
The
we
back
had
door's
people
closed
coming
and
in.
locked and
Okay.
bolted.
Yeah,
And
the front
oh
door
my
was
god,
In the window.
they're like shoulder to shoulder in this room. There's probably 30 or 40 of them. They're all just standing there looking at you. And I'll need a sanity check from you. Wow.
And I say, oh shit. Sorry.
And they look angry. No, you wouldn't say that. You would say, Jesus wept, or Christ in heaven, or something to that effect. Sanity check.
Sanity
So-
check, 51 57.
51 out of 57, you made it. You lose a point of sanity. The room is full. They're on the bed. They're glaring at you. When you opened the room and you were like this to usher them in, and Ann was heading into the room.
Did I see him when I came in to check him?
You didn't, yeah.
Before?
No.
Okay, they're just there now.
Yeah. You start to usher them into the room. You're standing here. you open the door, it opens into the room, and you look, you did kind of like this to them, and when you looked into the room, actually, because you went like this, and it's just full. What are you doing?
I'm saying.
You are wasted. Go.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So, 4 of us are
Sweet Jesus in heaven.
Okay.
And I'm saying, Father, protect Samuel.
Okay. But are you doing anything?
I'm doing this.
Okay. So you leave the door open and you back away. And,
Well, I'm standing there still. I just say everything, and I'm like,
Okay. Okay.
I'm just kind of like thinking about
Okay.
you.
no,
You
you're
tell
not
us
with
you're drunk,
me.
and I would've closed the door.
So do I say.
I'm drunk. I'm not there.
That's fine.
I'm like,
Father in heaven, protect Samuel. And the seers see these things pour out of this room. There are so many of them.
They just start climbing all over us.
That's pretty much what's going to happen. Let's get some decks. Let's see.
14.
What's your deck, Simmons?
12.
Well, you're going to go after McGillicuddy.
11.
11's not bad. Murphy. Yeah, last time you had a guy with a bad deck. See, that's another good stuff. I think that's everybody, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So Samuel's first. You see him. You need a sanity check. You thought there was a lot in this village, but there's a lot in this room. So make me a sanity check. You made it. You lose 1 point of sanity. You see them. I'm going to need a sanity check from you. You're not drunk with that. You just started drinking.
27 out of, yeah.
Okay, lose a point of sanity. Samuel, what do you want to do? There's too many of them for the 5 or 6 rocks left in your pocket. There's too many of those things for the few rocks in your pocket. What do you want
All the
to
things are climbing into the room.
Start pelting rocks at them.
do? You only have like 5 rocks. There's probably 30 or 40 of those things.
So, you're not going to be able to do
Are you
it.
going to cower somewhere? Are you going to try and punch one?
Are you going to run
Are you
away?
going to run away?
I'm gonna try to fight them.
You're going to try to fight them? Okay, so you're just getting your fists up and ready to fight them.
Yeah,
Right?
but I don't know if I'm gonna do it right away.
That's okay. I mean, you can just stand there and wait
I
for
was
them.
sitting there.
And they swarm into the room. They hit your mom first. They like climb all over her. It is terrifying.
Are they hurting her or are they just
We're going to find out.
Now let's see if they actually do anything. I need 1 roll for a massed attack, which they succeeded. Let's see how many actually climbed up here, Laura. Oh, it's only 6. What's your strength, Laura?
My strength is 12.
Strength is 12, so 6 is the active.
Shorter than I am. Wait, I only have a strength of 13.
I was strength of 8.
No. Okay, so nothing happened there. Okay, they were trying to bite you. You take 2 points of damage from bites and scratches all over you. You don't fall down. There's 6 of them. It looks like there's a half a dozen of them. They've clambered up her dress. They're biting at her. They're biting at you. They're trying to get to your eyes to scratch them, that kind of thing. It is terrifying.
Where's the
I'm going to need another sanity check from you because this is horrific.
Not so good.
Not so good?
98 out of 50.
Okay, so roll me a 6-sided die.
3.
Darn, only 3. Okay, mark 3 points off, please, Sandy. Everybody else, actually, you can see them. I'm going to need sanity checks from you guys now. Seeing a bunch of them is scary. Seeing them swarm all over somebody that you know is terrifying.
Where's the holy water?
The bucket is actually still half full, and it's just to your right on the floor next to the fireplace.
Okay.
Didn't make it.
Didn't make it. Roll me a d6. Did you make it?
Yes.
1 point of sanity lost again. You didn't make it?
I got 88 out of 82.
Oh well. Let's see how badly you do. Come on. Okay, knock it down 3 points, please. Okay, so that's them. Others are like pouring into the room. Wait, some jump to you. Were you in the front? Whereabouts are you? Let's remove the NPCs just completely.
Oh, this is the NPCs because I was ushering them
Okay.
into the room.
So who wants to be who? This is you, right, Laura? Your son is right behind you.
That's me. I'm right back in the room.
You're over here by the front window. That's where that was the direction I kind of assumed you were.
I had the one, yeah.
That's you. Where you want to be?
I'm going to be over by the door still.
Okay, so you're over here by the door.
Yeah.
This is Preacher Man?
Yep.
Where's Preacher Man? Is he around here?
He's
That
gonna
was
be
him.
near
That was
where the
McGillicuddy.
bucket was.
This is McGillicuddy? Okay, so you're by the door. So who we got left? This is Simmons, and he went over here to enjoy a really, oh my god, this stuff is strong.
Yeah.
Drink. So, Mom's got a half a dozen on her. The others swarm in. A bunch of them jump on you. Half a dozen jump on you as well. What is your character strength? 8?
And the child's going down.
Maybe. It's only half a dozen.
I can't
No,
even see this.
child does not go down, but you take 2 points of damage. They swarm all over you. You've got 6 on you. And so they're biting and scratching at you. Mary's got 6. Sarah's got 6.
Can't lose anymore.
And so they also can get to Preacher Man. That's about it. Something's going on. Screaming from behind. Well, I'm assuming that you're kind of facing into the room.
Yeah, I turn
As you
around.
look out the window?
And just to add.
And you got your musket in your hand.
Yeah, but when they drove, was dragging away, I just said, sorry, I took it, you know.
Okay, yeah, you could have cried through the window.
Yeah.
So you got the window on this side. You're looking in the room this way, and you can see they're all starting to like flail, maybe they got the delirium tremors or something. Okay, so they swarm all over you. There's more than twice as many on them on you. What is your strength, Scott? 9.
So he has 3 on him, or he has 12?
Twice as many as you guys have on you.
Okay,
has
so he has 12.
9. The priest actually, he's so wasted apparently. They clear him up on you and they knock, and you fall down from the weight of them to the ground. They're biting you and scratching you. Let's see, and you take 5 points of damage from all of this.
Ouch.
Yeah. It's none of it concentrated. It's bites and pain all over. And you guys already.
Now, would
More
you be
than
able to
one
see the
standing check.
scratching and the bleeding now?
Yes, you do notice that. Scratches and blood and little bite marks are just appearing all over his body. Nobody else can actually see it. I'm going to actually make you guys do a sanity check just for the bizarreness, but it's not as intense as theirs was. You made it, you don't lose any.
I made it.
Well, no, if you make it, you lose 1. You made it, you lose 1. If you miss, roll me a d4. It's just terrifying. It's just, oh my god, what in the heck? The demon drink, whatever. Yeah, and Mary. And let me get the priest and how many goblins are on him. Or little folk. What are you
My
doing?
turn?
Yes.
I'm grabbing a bucket of holy water, can I? Or there's like so many on me I can't even. You said it's like right here to my right.
Yeah, you can grab the bucket of holy water. You grab it, and what are you doing with it?
Dump it on Sam.
Oh, nice.
Tasted it.
The shrieks that happen, you heard little weird noises, but now those who can't see the invisible ones, are hearing terrifying, awful, horrific shrieking. There's also a hissing noise. Oh, wow. Okay. You're right next to Samuel. Dump it on Samuel. Ah! These things on him are like, it's almost like they are just burning, and they all drop off him. You're standing right next to him. Water splashes all over you. The ones on you are losing it. The ones that are running between you on the floor trying to get to the rest of these people,
Are losing
they're getting
it.
splattered. You see one drop hits it, it falls to the ground, shrieks, and just starts shriveling up like it's on fire.
Oh wow.
And they are just, it's just decimated the mass of these things. You've probably killed 20 of them. Almost half of these things with this splashed holy water.
I really just
One of
wanted
them's
to
running
ask-
and tries not to take a step into the stuff, and there's a little splat, and it just goes like the thing just lit up on fire. But you don't see any flames.
Right.
But it's shrieking and shriveling up. Yeah. That's nasty. Those you can see, I'm gonna need another sanity check.
I was gonna say.
This is
Would
now,
I
the ones that
be
can't
able-
see. All you know is something's going on and it's awful.
Can,
I be
can I
able to
say
see it?
something?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Holy water is highly effective.
Characters.
We still have a couple bottles.
40.
You made it. No, no sanity loss.
She had grammar school.
You make it.
Yeah.
Sanity
Would
check
I
for
be
you.
able to see with everything going
Oh,
around?
He's on the ground.
I'm still
Yeah,
rolling.
that's right. You're on the ground over here.
I made the sanity check regardless.
Okay, then you don't lose any sanity. You're not really being able to see it, as able to see it as they did, because they're right there. Holy water is very effective, she yells, and it's a priest's turn. What do you do?
Can I get the holy water, the other holy water bottle that I had, and I cork it, pour it all over
Yeah,
myself?
the satchel's right there, and you just reach out. You're trying to get these things off of you. You're scrambling in the satchel. You're not going to be able to get the cork off easily, you know, with one hand. How do you want to? Okay, and just pour it all over yourself. There's more shrieking as these things burn. They're trying to get off you. They're trying to get away now. There's a widening pool of this liquid. It's heading your way. The water's heading right for you too, in the house. And the noise in this room is starting to just get. Anne and the children are running. They just turn. They just flee. McGillicuddy.
All right, my turn.
Yeah. I didn't get any recording this one. What are you doing? Quick. You're hearing this awful noise.
I
It might go about 5 minutes over if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
What are you doing?
just kind of stand there and be bewildered.
Okay, there you go. Simmons.
Can I see?
No, you're not drunk enough. It's going to probably take a few minutes for the
Oh,
alcohol to get
then I'm going to, realizing crap was going on, I'm going to throw my drink into the mass of the center of all this.
So just kind of like do it like this
Yeah.
towards them. Okay. Yeah, now you're seeing stuff and it's awful. You're seeing these little creatures are all. You're not seeing all of them, obviously. In the
Yeah,
area
but
that you
I'm seeing
splattered,
all
you're
of it.
seeing little parts and pieces of them. Something is horribly injuring and harming them. What are you doing, Murphy?
I'm gonna go over. So I see the pool of holy water on the floor.
Yes.
I go grab her, throw her down, and throw her down on the ground.
Why?
Because he can't see that they're not on you anymore. They're invisible to him. He's trying to save your life. Holy water is highly effective. You saved your son, it looked like to him.
Yeah.
And then you went, holy water is highly effective. And you feel him grab you from behind and shove you down into this pool of holy water.
Okay.
Do me a dex times 5. If you fail this, you take a point of damage because you hit the ground. No, if you fail this, you'll be stunned for a few rounds. Oh, dex times 5. So percentage. We need to do
Oh,
percentage.
sorry.
That's okay.
Andy, do you want me to make a sanity check?
23.
That I can see
I made it.
the effects of holy water on.
No, it's confusing what you're seeing. You made it. Yeah, you hit the ground, splash into the holy water. Don't know what just happened really, because that was not those little awful things.
Right.
And you moved in, you're standing over her.
Yeah.
Samuel, you're up
This
now.
was me.
You're completely free of these things. They like melted off of you just about. What do you want to do? And you're standing in this pool of holy water. Your mother's just crashed to the ground next to you into this pool of holy water. You guys can hear it dripping down through between the floorboards.
I'll take the rest of the holy water and dump it on the rest of them.
Okay. So the rest of the holy water was
In
actually there's
bottles.
several
Where do
bottles
we
probably
put
sitting
bottles?
right next
Yeah,
to
we
the
have.
Yeah,
bucket.
and there's also half a bucket. She only poured half.
No, she
that
turned
was
it
half
over
the
over
bucket.
your
The other
head.
half
Right.
the bucket.
Yeah,
The
she
other
was
bucket
like,
is in the
I'm
bottom.
saving my child, and she dumped it out on you.
Yeah.
You're
So
soaked.
I'll take the rest of the holy water and just pour it on.
Okay, well you can grab a bottle of holy water. They're not corked or anything, and you can start just dump like doing like this, and just sending splatters every single direction. They are. It doesn't take much, a little tiny bit, and they die shrieking. It is
Excruciatingly true.
horrifying and terrifying. The ones that were still in the bedroom are retreating, running back into the bedroom.
They don't like holy water.
They do not like holy water. They flee. The ones that are still in this room are fleeing to the corners, finding cracks and cramming themselves through as quickly as they can. You guys can clean up a few of them, stomping them, and using. You got the other 2 bottles. She's got a bottle of Anne's elixir. You've got 1 bottle of his elixir full of holy water, and 2 additional bottles that are full of holy water. You could kill many more of them.
Are there
in the
still a
next
bunch
few
outside?
seconds. You run to the front door and throw it open to look, or you want to look out the window?
Yeah.
They're fleeing from the house.
Okay, I want to take 2 bottles, like kind of crooking with my thumb,
Yeah.
and just start going like this
You're-
all over the house.
Oh, inside
where,
the house?
Where they're at, where I
Yeah,
see them.
yeah, you're using
Yeah.
holy water, and the other holy water, you guys are using it to cleanse the house as best you can. And basically what happens is some of them escape from the house, but you kill dozens of them probably, because just the barest touch of the holy water, and it kills them. It's like
And then
uber poison.
I mean, if we got that cleared, I'd plan on going to the Dudley house and just, because I have a feeling that that's where they're going.
They're running every different direction.
Oh, they're, okay.
They're just when you looked
Okay.
out the window to see where they were going, they were just running every direction, running into the
Is that
fields,
sack of
just
money
getting
still
away.
there?
Yeah, the sack of
They
money.
left it.
They did started dragging it away, and then basically the ones inside
It's
like
like,
run,
well,
run, run,
well,
run,
I'm gonna
and
say,
they
well,
fled.
they must not have wanted it out of their set.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Um,
And then I head
When
back
you guys leave, it's like there was this tiny war, and you're leaving the war zone when you open the front door, and the air coming from the outside smells delicious, because the inside stinks of alcohol, and this fumes, this grotesque burn that came off of these things.
do we want any more water?
We're going to want more.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I'm gonna go to the well.
Okay, a couple things. We're gonna wrap up here. What are your plans for your characters to do? You want out.
I want to talk
You
some
wanna
smack
finish-
to him because he's a jerk.
Okay, you give him the. How dare you? We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Nobody told me they were in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, we
she
did.
gives you. She
When
gives
did you say you were in trouble?
I
she
said
gives
they
you-
were coming after my son.
She
and
gives
you
you
were
a.
like, yeah,
no,
everything will be
stop.
fine.
She gives you a drunken tongue lashing. She does. Even if she's a woman, you're married. You know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
You stand there and you nod until she runs out of breath or drunkenly gets distracted by a bird or something. And then you're able to just go on your merry way. If you don't know this woman, you don't care. I'm throwing this, if you don't want that,
No,
you
that's
don't like
fine.
that.
Because that's what I was gonna be. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna get an argument. I'm not getting an argument with her. I'm like, but he never said somebody was in trouble. He's just like, they want to see it. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah. Well, if she's talking about one thing and you're talking about another.
well, no, she said I don't want to help the boy, but I never said I wouldn't.
Stop. It's okay.
Anyway,
She's talking about
I'm
in the
gonna
room. I'm
go-
thinking you're thinking about earlier. That's exactly what's going on.
I'm gonna go get more water from the well for him to bless for us to use for
Right.
holy water.
Right. Well, I'm assuming you guys are prepping a lot of water.
Yeah.
for holy water. You're wanting to go try to cleanse the Dudley house
And then additionally,
as
if
best you
it
can.
leads to it, to
you
that,
find
that
nothing in the
secondary
Dudley house, and then you find nothing in the secondary house as you're just looking around and splattering holy water and trying to bless the site. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
You don't see any of the creatures, and you are wasted. And as soon as they get low, I'm assuming you run and you find a bucket and you bless it and you fill up and you go again. I'm assuming you're not going to allow yourself not to have enough holy water to at least do this and soak yourself. Not to mention the fact that your clothes are now soaking in it.
They're not
Are you going to
touch
want
us.
to? One thing that does happen is that William Smith, you found that when you were fighting this thing, William Smith died. He threw himself from the top of the belfry and broke his neck.
Okay.
So there's a casualty there. Do you want to wait for your horse? Do you want to wait for your horse
I would-
after all this craziness in this town?
Looks like they got it under control.
Okay,
If they
okay.
need more help, they know where I'm at.
Does he get better?
What do you want to
I
do?
assume I'm gonna run around helping him with the holy water.
You're helping,
and
but then after that,
when
what?
the horse is fine,
Okay.
leave with him back.
I would tell Fitzsizzum or
Fitzsimmons?
about the holy water thing or what they do that's drastic because they're definitely a four
He's-
just instantly. So.
He looks around carefully when you tell him, and he says, "What do you think I soaked the bird shot in that I put in my fowling piece, son, or father?" What is your plan, like overall length plan, not just the next couple days?
Overall length plan?
Yeah, you want to
I-
get
I-
out of town as quick as you can, or what?
I think I'll take the high road on that one. I finally figure out, drinking gets them, makes it so, you can do what they do.
Okay.
And I start following them around.
Okay, so you guys are going to try to cleanse the town, but these things have gone to ground, and you don't see any more of them after that. You're able to actually finish your business without incident. There are some noises at night. When you go to investigate, the noises stop immediately, or the sound of something running away. You help your sister out, your cousin out. Dick Brody does get better. Is it Brody or Brody?
Brody.
He does get better. Do you want to leave them in this town?
No.
Okay. You push and try to plead. It's probably gonna take months. Try to get them to leave this awful,
Yeah, I
cursed
don't want
place.
to go home anyway.
Dick Brody. Okay. Dick Brody doesn't believe any of the stuff that you're saying. Really. He seems highly doubtful. You haven't approved. Blah blah blah. All that happened when he was unconscious.
Right. Doesn't
Are
his
you
children
planning on
live
staying in this town or heading back eventually?
Um,
Yeah, we're doing
I'll
a quick
plan on-
jump like months ahead.
Unless my church, I'll send a letter out to my church, tell them I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
stay here to make sure the problem is cleansed.
Okay, you're sending the mail back to the church. You're going to try to cleanse the problem. You find it impossible because you never see one of these things again. You hear about weird things still happening in the village, but they're avoiding you like the plague, apparently. And unless you want to stay drunk all the time, which is going to be run into its own complications. I mean, you're always ready with lots of holy water. If you feel a bite, you're going to be like, yeah, but
Yeah.
nothing happens to you. It's like they're avoiding
They
you
leave
after
me
this.
alone.
They're probably terrified of you. You probably killed 40 or 50 of the things in the house that day.
Okay.
You managed to convince your cousin to move away with her husband. You finally managed to convince her husband. My husband will get a good job for you, something like that. Because he's a wealthy merchant. Blah blah blah. You say whatever you have to say to get them out of town,
Right,
right?
exactly, yep.
Okay. And what do you long run? What are you doing?
I just help them until I get to a point where,
And then you can continue. Right
and then I continue on.
Okay.
I gotta start
I
making
guess
money.
straight to town. Long run, you
Once
guys.
we're finished
Once
up,
you get back
yeah,
to
go
Cornwall,
back to Cornwall.
you just go back to your old life, unchanged. You go back to your old life, unchanged.
Carrying holy water all the time.
Carrying holy water all
Yes,
the
I
time.
will have holy water.
Okay, I like that. When you go to the church, you go to the Catholic church. I don't think what are you, Episcopalian?
Yeah.
I don't think they use holy water. Do Episcopalians?
No, I
use
would
it?
go to, no.
So you find there is a Catholic church in Cornwall Bridge. You go there, you talk to the priest, you get holy water. What about you? What are your long range plans for after all this awfulness happens?
I'll
Remember, this is
eventually-
months and then eventually years down the line.
eventually I'd go back to my parish.
Back to Hartford. Okay. And I think, did I miss anybody? Does that take care of everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and no one had actually thought about the money that he took, which turned out to be a grand total of
$1 billion.
might as well $93.61.5, which is a
But you are now a
fortune.
You are rich.
No, the way that he played his character will probably squirrel it away and use it as needed, and not buy a big house or have a big house built or anything
10%
like
goes
that.
to
Yeah, donate
No,
it to
there
the
you go.
church.
You give 10% to the church, and
I give him-
the
I
rest
give-
is
I give
is
him
used to make you
$1,000.
very comfortable for the rest of your life, but probably not ostentatiously.
Oh,
That was like $23,000.
Yeah, it's a lot. He could live the rest of his life and never work again on that money, probably.
I have
If he's
160.
frugal. Well, this is a farmer, and you're a Catholic priest. So, yeah. So that's it. Thanks for playing. I hope everybody had a good time. I apologize for running over. If you could all fill out this for the Game Master of the Year stuff, I appreciate it.
I already
Fill
got
out yours.
There was one on
I hope
your
everybody had fun. Questions, comments? Did you guys have any? I ended up rushing towards the end, but it actually fit with the story because of what you guys had done when you killed those two. That alerted all the rest, and they decided they were going to kill you guys. Everybody in the house was to die, and the holy water that you guys had figured out, and you hadn't until you dropped a drop thinking you'd make that one visible, and it like annihilated it. So that actually turned out really well.
Are you gonna end up running like another one, like not this module, but another one like continuing on at some point, or?
For what?
Oh,
What with this with Dudleytown?
Yeah.
How are you?
I don't have any plans.
I'm gonna run and get food, so you can catch up to me
Okay, are you gonna go
to the restaurant because the brunch is going till 2. So because I was
to Matt? Is anybody using this table? No. Okay, I'm just gonna leave stuff here for now. Okay.
because I was gonna. What's the name of this one?
Curse of Dudleytown.
I was gonna ask, the Dudleys weren't they